Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching Sopranos.
We're watching 9 and 10 today.
9 and 10, yes.
And then we're off to like the last season basically. I mean after episode 13, but like still so close.
No words for that, honestly.
We're flying through this.
We're flying through this.
Oh, we started a month ago.
And I thought the same for Haikyuu as well. I thought, oh my god, such
It's gonna be
two
so
long shows, we'll never finish it. Especially at the point where I didn't want to watch Sopranos, and then when we were discussing what to put on the pod, I was like, let's not put Sopranos, it lasts for too long. What was I thinking?
Too long?
What was I thinking? What
too
am I
long.
talking about? What does too long mean? Give me Grey's Anatomy, you know what I mean?
We got 20 seasons. I'm so excited for this episode. I was gonna say
what?
Maybe there's gonna be some repercussions between Johnny and Tony. Potentially not. I don't know. But last episode
Just give up.
finished with Tony B shooting up the guy.
I think that's gonna be a meme of this show. Where is my Tony drama?
But just like
that I signed up for.
There's another thing that could potentially like be a problem between them. But like
I completely agree with you. I mean, it's been building, but like nothing has happened.
No.
Meaning, it can happen, but like in my opinion, just with this show, I don't know. It never needs to. You know.
It doesn't need to at all.
It really doesn't need to. So like that's why I'm honestly staying quiet because
smart.
We put it out there so many times,
and it's not
something that I care about much. You know what I mean?
No.
If it was like, for example, oh my god, I want to see Tony and Carmela drama. You know what I mean? Those are the things that I can care about.
We could see that as well because last episode they had sex.
They could talk about this. About something in this episode.
Yeah, maybe like Tony is gonna be like...
I think Tony's definitely gonna want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think Tony's gonna be like, okay, we're back together. And Carmela's gonna be like, no, we're not back together. But like at a certain point in this season, they're gonna be back together.
You think in this season? Maybe not this season.
I think this season.
That could be interesting. Because like if it's this season, then a lot can happen in season 6. They don't have to stay together, you know?
It doesn't have to like be this season, but like somehow, I don't know.
If it's this
we'll
season,
find.
then, yeah.
I mean, I want to see how the conversation goes in this episode, and then I can tell you maybe better what I expect it to be. But like
again, I don't know what the conversation could be. Their last conversation that was the big fight, you know?
Yeah.
Everything still stands.
Yeah.
They can't pretend like that conversation didn't happen. I have a feeling whenever they would talk, they would have to talk again like that, like heart to heart. You know what I mean? All cards on the table. No?
No. I think they can revert back to what they have always done, which is not speak. And then just
I'm
because
not sure about that.
If they speak, that to me, like, what are they gonna speak about? Oh, are you gonna stop cheating on me? Mm-hmm. Yes, he's lying. He's not gonna stop cheating on him. He has a girlfriend on the side. Like,
I don't know.
They cannot have an honest conversation because if they have an honest conversation, they cannot be together. You know, so like we need to not ask and not say if they want to be together.
Then I don't think we're there.
I understand.
Then I don't think we'll be there for quite some time.
I really don't know.
Because right now, with the way that Carmela is behaving, I do not expect her to shut up and to accept things, you know? Like, in my opinion, then she would talk. But if you think that like that is the way how they're gonna get back together, then I think that needs to happen later.
I will see how it goes now after what happened in the previous episode happened. Oh, I was watching the movie. I was watching a movie yesterday, guys. It was called I can't even pronounce that word.
Okay.
Reservoir. Why is this that difficult? Reservoir. I cannot say this word. Dogs. Tony B was in it.
Oh, the actor.
The actor Tony B was in it. That's all I want to say. He was in it. So I was watching him last night.
Fun.
And now I'm watching Sopranos. So
fun.
That's all.
I mean, especially because of that. Before that, like we knew the guy, we just couldn't remember where we knew him from.
I know his. I actually know where I know him from. We talked about
Spy
Kids. That's like his whole.
Yes, but like you know,
discography, and that's all
what
I
I
know.
say because like I know him. Like I've seen 2 of his movies, Spy Kids and like one romantic comedy, something like that. I mean, he wasn't the main character.
I was gonna say he wasn't a
No. He was probably a bad guy in romantic comedy, you know. But what I want to say is that both movies I watched decades ago.
Yeah.
You know, so like, and when I saw him, it was like, oh, I know you. You know,
he has a very distinguishable look to him.
So like maybe
I don't know. I just watched him and he was great in the movie, and so that was it. I was like, oh my god, here he is, and we're gonna watch.
Was he a bad guy or?
Of course he is.
fun.
I mean, all of them were like, the whole premise of that movie was like guys stealing diamonds.
So like Sopranos, just like
basically, and he was one of those
more
guys.
Than diamonds.
He didn't seem too preoccupied with like a colleague that got shot. You know what I mean? So like he was like, we don't take him to a hospital because he's not telling us or whatever. Okay. So like he was a bad guy in my eyes.
Nothing much different than what you're just watching.
Yeah, so like he, has a type of character apparently. Look.
Okay, guys, let's play the episode.
What is the title of this episode? Unidentified blackmail. Oh, like, is that who they're gonna say shot the guy or something? Guys, I got so shocked. Yesterday, the day before, I was on Twitter. Doesn't matter. Opened up a tweet. It was like, stream Nursey Jackie Nurse.
Yes,
Nurse Jackie. Nurse Jackie. And the thing is, like, Nurse Jackie, I know that show, like when I was younger, I remember it always going like on a certain TV channel or whatever, and like I would like, it would like pass by me. I didn't play it because at that point I was watching too many like medical shows, and so I was like, not another one. So like I never paid attention really, but just like I knew Nurse Jackie, like it was, I knew it. And I have never known that it's Carmela. And so like I saw that, I saw the stream Nurse Jackie, and I was like, Nurse Jackie, that's Carmela Soprano. What the fuck do you mean, Nurse Jackie?
Go to your foot. The other night, fucking everything. 2 black guys jumped me outside a bar. I did summer school once. You can still have fun.
That's a Carmela. He's looking at maximum security summer.
If he's going to summer school, he better fucking be.
But you want a break, huh? For the record, she's the one holding this family together in this current situation. Wait the check, please. The young man took care of it.
I figured since you're always so, generous, I should reciprocate.
You're lucky I'll get your head handed to you.
Dad.
Let's get something.
He's the provider.
You eat, I pay.
Mr. Soprano.
Now, when you have your own family, you pay.
What an insane person.
Let's go.
What an insane person.
And then he fell asleep right after. He did call me late the next morning. He sent flowers. But other than that, I haven't heard from him all week. What did he say? That it was nice, It was nice. He was very sweet, actually.
So, you think what happened at the party is an overture Tony wants to get back together?
I don't know. Maybe. He's dropping AJ off later.
Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, there's no hope. There's no hope.
Right now.
Please, he never had it so good. Let me just pee.
Well, can you see her face? It's like she's been hypnotized.
He's gonna come into the house.
No, she's coming out. This is the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen, firstly.
Literally.
I thought like Tony was gonna be like, oh, we're definitely back
So
together.
was your father in a rush now or something? Thank God. It's the last thing I needed was to talk to him.
Miss Joey Peeps. May you rest in peace.
Yeah,
Is that the
when
name?
They go young like that. When they go? There's a little Carmine behind it. Payback that whore was fucking Lorraine Caluso.
You don't know that for sure, John.
Some homeless fuck saw a guy limping away. Then he wasn't sure.
What are you gonna do with this information now? What are you gonna do with this information now? And he asked you to be more in the business. It's not far-fetched. Panic attack?
I don't know how I'm gonna get through Joey's funeral.
Panic attack.
Forget about Jenny. Oh, what's wrong? You alright? What, is it his heart?
But historical changes have come out of war.
Historical
As I'm concerned,
changes.
it's a new day. I'm in captain's baby.
This isn't the UN, Angelo. I won't let what happened to my father happen to me.
God forgive me. But you may be a stronger man than your dad was.
He got a yes man next to
He's
him.
effective as a boss like my dad was. And I will be. Even more so, but until I am, it's going to be hard to verify that I think I'll be more effective.
This economy, hello? I mean, even the crappiest McJobs aren't there. Besides, I wouldn't want to take away a job a minority could have. It doesn't cool anything anyway. Leave it. Josh's dad saw my shots. I won the prize in high school. Said they were solidly unsentimental.
What are you talking about?
What does that even mean?
Just blow off dental school? You haven't taken one photograph in a year. You bitch every time we're at a party and I ask you to take a snap of me and my friends.
Look, I'm just saying.
I gave up junior year abroad so we could be together.
I know, and I want to stay here.
I could come out west with you, but I have to blow off the law center.
Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. Do you want me to come out?
If you want to.
No, you need to stay.
What do you want to see?
I don't know. You say.
No, you.
Horrific.
Hello?
Mr. Soprano, you didn't even return it.
The lawyer.
Great, thank you. The reason I called, I gave your secretary the broad strokes.
You're in the middle of a separation, the original attorney retired.
Right, Aubrey. I'm thinking it's time I move forward with the divorce proceedings.
Mr. Soprano, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you short. As far as handling it, I'm afraid I have to accuse myself.
What do you mean? Why?
Actually, your husband had been in to see me for a consultation last year.
My husband hired you? See, I don't understand this. Why is my husband so picky? He talked to 7 or 8 of the top divorce attorneys in New
Remember
Jersey.
what the guy
Well,
told
you
him?
probably figure that maneuver out for yourself.
Because he's a fucking
Jesus
asshole.
Christ.
Like immediate picture to the black bear.
Don't you outside?
God.
Turns out somebody got a look at the guy that did Joe Peeps. All I got so far is he's got a bad limb.
Huh. Long John Silver, maybe.
Where the fuck did you get the balls? I am bending over backwards trying to stay neutral. And don't look at me like I'm a fucking jerk off. Because I'm sick of you leaning on this cousin thing and that bad hijack like you can do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. Because you went away that night and I did.
You're the one who keeps bringing that up. I'm fine with it. First of all, for the record, I had nothing to do with
Don't
this.
fucking lie to me.
Even if I was, would you really want to know?
I had high hopes when you got out.
Yeah.
A guy like you, brave, balls. If you'd fucking be straight with me, I could use all that.
Put me in, coach.
Alright, we got the casino on Bloomfield Avenue above the hardware store.
Like he's saying this now that like he's back in this life.
With the Hodgkins.
That's mine.
Yeah. So I solved a major problem business-wise. Put a very good piece of manpower to work. Anyway, he's a very smart guy. He's got an IQ of 158.
Do you put a lot of stock into that number?
Why, you gonna tell me it's bullshit? Because I took that test and somebody gets a 158. Well, they know a few things.
So we can assume you think he's smarter than you.
Honestly, I think he's smarter than you, the way you keep shitting on the test. Carmela and I slept together.
What was that like?
It was nice. Erotic. Poor thing was starved for it, honestly.
Poor thing.
I'm the only man she's ever been with.
Did you discuss it?
Nah, I left before she woke up. Because if she woke up and I was there, it would send mixed signals, you know.
I'm a little concerned that the returns don't really reflect everything. There is other income. It's a lot more.
Unreported income?
Yes.
And this other income, is it from an illegal stream?
No, of course not. But he does deal in cash, my husband. The carding business.
I see. I used a forensic accountant to reconstruct his finances.
If someone starts looking into that.
Application at the Cineplex on Broadway.
Stop by my dad's. Looks like he got you a job working construction.
Construction? That's awesome.
It's in Jersey, though, so you'll have to take the PATH train.
Fine, no problem.
Pays like $20 an hour.
Holy shit.
And thus Meadow ends up again with someone in this
You
business.
don't want to be next to these guys. Do you even know who they are? What did it,
You believe these fucking
how much did she explain to you what her father is doing?
Why, with that?
What is he wearing?
Hey, Shaq, grab a bucket and some Lysol. Scrub off my tires. There's fucking dog shit all over by the entrance.
I'm supposed to be picking up scrap.
You'll be picking up your teeth in another second.
Hey, the trolley.
This is where you
Anything
work.
something to do? Get fucking lost.
She ain't got him. Send the kid. Meadow's friend. When he's done with his car.
Who, Meadow? What are you talking about? Meadow Soprano. That's her boyfriend.
Suddenly, no. Do not clean anything.
I can't find any Lysol.
Don't worry about it. Here. You take her someplace nice. Make sure you tell us from Uncle Paul.
Thank you.
Huh?
That's really nice.
Here, give me that shit. Get the hose.
Yes, pay attention to this.
Go
boy.
fucking get a job at the Cineplex, I already said.
Literally.
Oh my god, we're at dinner. Well,
Sorry I'm late. So what do I owe this pleasure?
I don't know if you're going to see it that way. I have asked you to lunch to tell you that I'm filing for divorce. Spare me your outrage, Tony. Accept the fact that I am moving on with my life.
Moving on. That's what you were doing after the party last week?
I think you and I both know that didn't change anything.
Well, first of all, we're Italian. We don't believe in divorce. We believe in the nuclear family.
Will you listen to yourself? I have an attorney who is going to aggressively pursue my custody of AJ and also an equitable distribution of our assets.
Our assets?
I am through trying to get you to provide beyond the minimum I need to live.
Oh, so it's fucking money. Go stand over there. I'll call you when I'm ready.
I would just not approach this
You want
place.
money? How about my 40 grand? You're still out of the bird feeder. That should be plenty. You're such an investment genius.
Do you want this to get ugly, Tony? Because these guys live for that.
Oh, you think I don't? The only reason you have anything is because of my fucking swipe. And you know every step of the way exactly how it works. When you walk around that fucking mansion in your $500 shoes and your diamond rings, and you act like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth. And you don't want it to get ugly. Too late.
I want what I am entitled to.
You're entitled to shit.
You guys gonna get married or what?
Living together is the same thing.
I lived with a guy once, and trust me, it's not even close to being the same thing.
What do you mean, why?
You could just pack up and leave whenever the shit hits the fan.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, they all are pretty much.
So you dating anybody now?
God, Meadow really ends up with
Literally.
that type of person.
I have decided to move ahead with the divorce. What are you gonna do? About what? Life. I don't know.
Haven't you ever thought beyond being dependent on some man?
So simple for you, isn't it?
Simple for everybody who isn't expecting things to be handed to them. Even Finn got a job working construction.
Good for Finn then.
There are
Hand it to
options
him.
in life. Isn't that what you always told me?
You have options. I have a lawyer.
You should talk. That skank I saw you with? This girl's fucking mustache, it must have been like kissing a fireman.
Well, you ought to know, sweetie.
What'd you say? I'm gonna take a piss. Do me a favor, huh? Hold this. I didn't know that was coming. You're right. I'm sorry. I meant to hit you in the fucking mouth. Hey, yo. Gene, relax.
You okay?
Come on.
Eugene Pontecorvo? He's so sweet.
Sweet?
In what universe?
Are you gonna eat?
I'm not hungry. It's too hot anyway.
I told you I was making dinner tonight.
You should have seen these guys. They were laughing. It was fucking sick. I mean, is this what you grew up with?
What are you talking about?
These people, your dad's friends.
I never saw one bit of violence growing up.
What about your dad's road rage? And didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend once who was killed, shot to death or something?
First of all, he was killed by drug dealers. African Americans, if that makes you feel any better. You know, you talk about these guys like it's an anthropology class. But the truth is, they bring certain modes of conflict resolution from all the way back in the old country. In the poverty of the Mezzogiorno, where all higher authority was corrupt.
But the Lord Jesus Christ will change our mortal bodies.
That was Tony Soprano's speech, just like giving it in a more educated manner.
And we commit his body to its resting place.
Peeps? It's a fucking nickname. Peeps. What are gonna redo it? Fucking Jason. He's just like...
I thought it was like, wow, Peeps, an interesting last name.
Disturbing. Why is he always fine?
I don't know, Polly is really...
You remember Mickey Farrell? That workers used to run Port York. Guess who we saw on the Upper West Side the other night? Your fucking cousin Tony. What does that mean? The same night Joey bought it? Would you flip your Maserati, hit your fucking head? You two-faced fuck! Oh, take it easy. Fucking cocksucker. I should fucking kill him and his fucking wife and your cousin next. Come on, let's take a walk. Calm down. Come on.
They're all here on his funeral. This is
That's what they
insane.
do. He went there and kissed every single member of his family.
You fucking go out on that man. You go out there, you shake his hand, and you put this fucking shit to bed.
Shake his hand? And he kisses the kid's mother?
That's the way it works, John. You know that. My cousin could not have been in the city that night because he was with me. Who We were looking for his daughter, John. Cause she fucking disappeared.
I swear on my mother, Tony, if I find out, you're lying.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting here humbling myself out of friendship to you, John.
Well, he's gonna find out.
Yeah. But we didn't hear, like, if I find out you're lying.
Well,
But
I think
then-
the implication was clear.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think it meant you're gonna die.
I mean, the war is starting.
Like I said. Cannot
I
believe you
would
came
not
back.
be back.
Why did you come back here?
Hey, how you doing?
What are you doing? Come here.
You got any idea the money in that casino? To give it to Tony B? Guy's back on the street 2 minutes, gets a fucking promotion. Guy gets out of jail, suddenly I'm dog shit, Tony's out. It's true. Ever since I cleaned up, no matter what he says, Tony don't believe a person can change. All I know is, I used to be #1 cousin, now I'm being used aside.
Your whole attitude in general.
What?
Hello? It's me. Hi, what's up?
What's up?
Oh, she probably wants to say something.
Yes, but
Maybe something about Tony B.
maybe that's how like she can get rid of him. I'm sorry.
I thought Felicia was gonna go.
I thought Felicia was gonna get up. But now he might die. He might die.
He's waiting him in front.
Sound like a racehorse pissing in there.
You know, I gotta ask you what your last name is. It's Petrolio. Finn Petrolio. My arch nemesis. You enjoying yourself here? It's alright. I keep telling you, you shouldn't work so hard. Long hours, this fucking heat.
It's gonna make you think
Plus
you're
you
seeing
can't
things.
today.
I just do what the job is.
You're strong. That helps. Let me hear you say, "What's up, Vito?"
What's up, Vito?
Not much, Finn. Except I got a little surprise for you. 2 tickets to see your Padres take a beat from the Yanks tonight.
Don't know if I can.
Don't pull that all shut shit with me. You're fucking going.
If it was anyone else, he definitely would have killed him. I'm not sure if he can do it because it's Meadow's boyfriend. God, he
So you're
really...
just not gonna
What a
show
bad
up?
time to come.
You love baseball. What is wrong with you?
I don't like the guy, alright?
I get it. Dr. Detrolio can't hang with the common folk.
What common folks?
talking
What?
about?
She has lost her mind.
Either that or he wants to kill me.
What?
I saw him blowing some security guard in the parking lot.
When?
I'm really afraid of this guy.
Vito Spadafori is a married man, Finn. I seriously
She's
doubt
insane.
he wants to kill you.
Well, maybe he wants to fuck me and then kill me.
Wait a minute, is that why you got out the suitcase?
I am not going
She
back.
just decided to
inside.
fully like...
You have any idea the strings my father pulled to get you that job and you just
You-
fucking quit? I'm gonna hear so much bullshit.
So it's all about you, right?
Is that all you can say whenever it's anything to do with my feelings?
God, the manipulation.
So you're going back to Mission Viejo?
I didn't say that.
Why don't you just admit it? This whole thing, the fight, this stuff with Vito, it's really about you not wanting to commit.
Can we just stop fighting?
You got out a suitcase!
I'll put it back. Okay?
God.
I would have left the country.
I hope
There's
his
no
life
questions
with his
about
last
this.
But
name.
suddenly you're talking about options.
Don't paraphrase what I said. These are difficult choices. What? You'd rather not have choices? Thank God for choices.
Stop your bullshit! It's really simple. Are we going to stay together or not?
If you want.
That's not what I asked.
I said I did.
And then you said, how are we going to keep it together through 4 years of dental school for you and probably med school for me?
Well, it's a good question.
So why ask it now? Tonight of all times?
Is he asleep?
Are you asleep?
No.
You were! And now you're going to lie like you did about the suitcase.
All I said was I didn't want to go back to the job site and maybe I should go home until this thing with Vito blows over.
But you didn't ask me to come. You went right to the closet and got out your suitcase.
Jesus Christ!
That's a good question. That's a good fucking question. The fuck is happening?
Why don't we just get married? Let's get engaged.
Really? Why are you saying that now?
I can't think. It's too late. It's just something I feel very strongly.
He doesn't know how to fix the
I was
situation.
wondering when I was going to hear from you. I never got your statement.
Actually, that's why I called. We hit a bit of a snag.
What kind of snag?
Suddenly he called and said he wasn't interested. So I called another accountant.
And?
Frankly, when he heard your husband was the defendant, he demurred as well.
So, what does this mean? You don't want a case?
Well, as my partners reminded me, I do have a full caseload already. I probably should have mentioned.
When the attacks first reappeared, what was going on in your life?
You had just rebuffed my affections.
When you actually passed out, were you thinking about me,
I went into my house and the cleaning girl was crying on the phone about her cousin who went off the road at a Mexican bus wreck or something. I remember just feeling inside like I wanted to fucking choke her because there was always something with her. My cousin Tony was up at the house. He went to borrow some tools and they weren't there.
Your cousin was at your house, and your maid was crying about her cousin.
The other day at the golf course, my cousin entered into that too.
Cousin.
He hurt his foot.
You were so concerned about your cousin's foot, you collapsed on the golf course.
I worry about him. Look, the reason he went to prison, he got pitched hijacking a truckload of Betamaxes in '86. And they hooked him up with a RICO and he got 17 years. And I was supposed to be there the night of the jack.
Your cousin went to prison. That's tremendous guilt to carry.
He went to Nam, I was 4F. And that's the way our friends look at it.
And that's why you favor Tony Uncle Al.
You know, 17 years, I did so good. He lost his wife, his daughter.
No wonder you're having anxiety attacks. Maybe if you came clean with him. You okay?
Yeah.
I think we're in the middle of it now.
Go on what you were saying.
Are you having an attack now?
No. I had a huge lunch, that's all. It's gas.
What is it, Anthony? Anthony?
Alright, the night he got pinched, I had a fucking panic attack, alright? From my mother, goddammit. I didn't even know what it was then.
Alright, just relax. Focus on your breathing. Slowly.
It's not that, I just need some fucking Beano or something.
No, just please focus.
Black guys. My ass. I had a fight with my mother and I had a fucking panic attack.
Okay, forget that for now.
Carmela was supposed to come over with some fucking yarn for some booties my mother was making Meadow. Oh, what the fuck? Wait.
Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing.
She kept going. And I started screaming at her. So I left. I walked out the door, went over to the car, opened the door, boom. Cut my fucking head open.
And your cousin doesn't know this.
Oh, I lied. What am I going to tell him? What am I going to tell all of them? I had a fight with my mother and I fainted? That's why I missed the job. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a lot to get off your chest.
I thought I was smart, and that's why I bumped him up and protect him. Turns out I'm just a fucking robot to my own pussy-ass weakness. Now, sometimes what happens in here is like taking a shit.
Yes, okay. Although I prefer to think of it more like childbirth.
Trust me. It's like taking a shit.
Hello?
Mom, I'm engaged.
What?
Finn proposed. We're getting married.
Are you sure? I mean, that's wonderful, honey. I'm just so surprised. This is so exciting.
I can't wait for you to meet his parents.
Well, we'll have to have a party.
He's using his graduation present to buy me a ring.
That'd be so sweet. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
If I were a carpenter,
Such a great actress. God, I don't know who I want to talk about first.
Do you want to talk about
Is it
war?
Carmela?
War between John.
It's coming!
Is it?
I don't know. Johnny told him, like, if I find out you were lying.
But he did lie.
He did lie. He lied. And of course he lied.
He lied for Tony.
Yes, we had this very good, I guess somehow
Because
I'm starting from the ending.
He could have said the truth, basically, you know? I mean...
Yeah, of course.
Or said, I don't know where he was. Or like, you know,
Yeah.
but like he protected him.
And like it makes sense, of course. And I my favorite scene of this episode was the therapy session with him and Malfi when like he was having a panic attack in front of her.
Yeah, that was insane, honestly.
Talking about and breaking down why he had all these panic attacks and how it all connected to him feeling guilt about Tony B. Because of course he lied, because anytime anyone in this show says a couple of black guys beat me up or whatever, that's just code that they're lying, you know? Like in the beginning of the episode, Tony B said though, like black guys jumped him or something. That's what Tony also said, but that was a lie. He fought with Livy, and that was one of the first times that he didn't have, that was not the first time.
No.
He had a panic attack that night.
But like, do you think that Tony knows that he lied? Tony knows that Tony
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk about, because like I feel like the fact that he himself also used that type of a lie.
And even when he said
somehow in my mind like confirms that he knows that Tony was lying as well.
That's what I want to say, because like he said it in a specific tone. Honestly, like when Tony told us our Tony told us that story like in the beginning of the season, I didn't think twice about it. I mean, I didn't think anything of it, you know? I mean, I was more focused, he feels guilt, this one went to jail, where the story is gonna go. But like when Tony B said in this episode to Tony, like, would you even if I did, would you really want to know? But like I didn't, like black guys or whatever jumped me or something. But like he said it with such a tone. That part he said with an interesting tone. I was like, why did you say it like that?
No,
you know?
I feel like he knows that Tony was
why
lying.
Did you
I don't think like
point out that it was, because like to me it seemed like he wanted to point out that it was like black guys who jumped him, you know, and I was like, why are you pointing that out, you know?
Yeah, but like that can, you know, that can be a larger commentary that the show constantly does about how like they constantly like take the minority that
I don't know, it didn't seem like that in that scene for me.
No, I get it, and
that's also another reason why I think, you know, that like he was basically in some ways pushing it into his face.
I know what you mean, but like somehow I don't think like I do think he knows that Tony lied. I don't think he like resents Tony because of that at all. And so like I don't think that he like, I think he's like, I know you lied, I don't know why, like there was something else.
Yes,
but okay.
But like to me that he said it basically not to cover himself up.
I get it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's like an unspoken thing of like, I'm lying.
Yes.
Clearly, right now. But
just like
you're
you
not gonna,
lied.
Yeah,
before.
but like you're not gonna ask me anything more about it.
Exactly.
You're just gonna take
that is how it
take
sounded.
this for face value.
Yes.
And so like again, I love the connection that he made with
feeling
feeling guilt about
I agree.
Tony.
I don't think Tony B resent him. I think Tony B went through like he has been for 17 years in prison.
Yeah.
You know, he was in his head for 17 years, and I don't think he blamed or
no.
like,
I think he's like he feels like the type where he's like, well, the cookie crumbled this way.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
He doesn't necessarily feel like the type that's gonna hold resentment,
especially because like
for you if you don't get caught, even though like you were supposed to be doing
he could
the same
be
job.
jealous of Tony. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like
he is jealous of like the money that he can provide.
Yes.
But like that just makes him want to. He's asking for more and more work.
Yeah.
You know, and going back into this world.
Yeah.
But like I don't think it's. I don't think he feels anything.
Me neither, because like
because
again I think he holds the responsibility of what he has done. He's again repeating it. First he didn't want to repeat it. First at the beginning he was like, I'm gonna keep straight, you know, like I'm not gonna do that business. But like now when he again experienced the feeling of having money and being able to provide and this and that, you know, he wants it. You know, but like I don't think.
I mean, they even had a scene where like Tony said, I don't know I forgot what context he mentioned that like the thing that happened before that like Tony didn't go to jail and Tony B did go to jail and Tony B was like, I never said that. You're the one that keeps mentioning that. Like, I don't talk about it. You're the one that feels it. Like, not me.
When he got caught.
Yeah, he got caught. And
he literally got caught.
Yeah, and so like, Tony did a very technically dumb thing when you think about it. Like, one of your guys went and killed a person from Johnny's crew. If it was anyone else, Tony would have
anyone else.
If Tony would have given them
Chris, basically.
Yeah, there would have been repercussions towards
that's
that.
what I want to say. The only reason why there are no repercussions is because Tony feels guilt.
Yeah,
and we all know that like Tony cares the most about his emotions.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like that's the only reason why he covered for Tony B.
Yeah.
With Johnny, you know.
Yeah.
Who is to him much more important, has much more value than Tony B.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, again, the context in which he feels guilt again revolves all about Tony, not about like, you know, he spent 17 years in jail and like it's always like he centers himself in everything, even the feelings of guilt for someone else, you know, it's always him at the center.
It's always I agree, but like this time now when we find out like why he's feeling guilt, you know, that like he was fighting with his mother and he passed away. He also what
passed
away.
Passed away.
And I was like, okay, I didn't explain enough. He had a panic attack, but like why are you you all know what I meant.
Passed away.
And he passed out. That is his weakness. That is something that like he is embarrassed about, you know, like, and that was like 17 years ago. We know that like he 17 years later started, not 17 but like 15 years, 14 something years later started to deal with that, you know. First time went to therapy and again still felt embarrassed about that, you know. So like you can imagine the guilt that he felt, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Because like to him fighting with his mother and like passing out because of something like that, you know, having a panic attack, that's everything not
low.
Everything not, but like strong and silent type.
Yeah, of course. So I really love that storyline for Tony.
Honestly, Tony this season has been great in my opinion.
Yeah, I think.
And like his character, they really focused again on his character and developing his character.
I love what they have done with Tony this season.
I think enjoyed everything. Honestly, every storyline, like either negative, positive, whatever. Like mostly negative. I don't remember
where's the positive? I was like trying to think about it when he's done something.
You know, sometimes
either he does something awful or he does something usual.
Yeah, but like,
you know, like when he's sleeping with a woman. I'm not calling this awful because of
usual. Yes, I agree, but like it's just like sometimes I enjoy character development in any direction, you know. This is of course his direction and what I enjoy, but like all those scenes, let's say the episode, what is this at 9? The episode 7, let's say, there was a lot about Tony and his father and like his own unaccepting, like you know,
not acceptance.
Yes, I don't know about that whole situation, not accepting who he is, not accepting who his father is, putting a blame on his mother. His mother made his father give the dog away, you know, and his mother pushed him to all these women, and
it was all his mother's fault.
For example, like that is not a positive development, but like I enjoy the storyline that he was going through, you know.
Yeah, me too.
I don't expect positive development from him. Like, would I like something to happen, like meaning, like, let's say, because we talked about that in that episode, like for him to at any point acknowledge his behavior, you know, and like how wrong he is, I would have appreciated that. I think that would be such a great story. I don't necessarily think that like that is gonna happen, you know.
Me neither.
I think with his character, the point is that he's never gonna accept it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just talking because, like, for example, for Walter White, he was a horrible human being. He is a horrible. I mean, until he died.
Was.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
We all die. But then we had a scene with Skyler and him finally saying it that, you know, like that. Those types of scenes can be very powerful. Just like for Tony, he would have to. I don't know where he would start with accepting things, you know?
Literally.
Like if you accept one thing, you will have to accept 15 more.
It's a lot.
So like somehow I don't expect that to happen, you know? And I love that storyline for him as well.
I agree completely.
I really enjoy this storyline.
Me too.
This season.
Me too. It's been one of the highlights of the season for me.
Definitely. We had Carmela as well in this episode. What are we gonna say
God,
about
I don't
Carmela?
know what to tell you. I mean, we talked about it in the intro. This is not exactly where I thought this was gonna be going, you know? I expected Carmela to want to get back together with him, like, but just wanting him to, you know, show effort or whatever. But like,
that was something that always wanted, yeah.
She seems open to it, you know. She seems like not even open to it. It seems like she would prefer this option. So like, it's not new, but it's disappointing to see. It's disappointing to see how in the beginning, like, she's talking about he was so sweet, and then like. I don't even know what she said, but like he was so sweet or whatever, and now like he's gonna come. So like, and I think maybe he wants to reconcile, and she feels like so happy about that or whatever.
I don't know. I was really surprised by her face again in the beginning of the episode, just because somehow again, yes, like we did see those in the previous episode, that they slept together and things have escalated, you know. But like I somehow thought that like. She is not there yet. Honestly, I did think that she's not there yet. That like she is still angry, and that she at this point would still not see through his bullshit. So like she wouldn't accept anything less that like she needs. But like she knows that he can't offer more. Yeah. She will not offer more. Yeah. You know. But like I did think potentially in the future she would close her eyes again. You know, and pretend like. He's not doing what he's doing.
The future is not that
far away. It literally happened at the beginning of this episode, and Tony didn't come into the house, and that provoked something in her. Let's say, what I think that like when she wanted to call and ask for the divorce. Yeah. Like I thought that like she wants to provoke a reaction to him into him. That like she wants him to. Yeah. Fight for her, let's say, because like he didn't come to talk to her at all, you know, and she wanted to provoke him to be like, oh, I thought we were on this, we were here, I wanted to, you know.
Yeah, I thought like when he didn't enter the house or whatever, and then she went on to like find a divorce lawyer or whatever, and then meet Tony for lunch. It was like as a type of let's say revenge, because he didn't like now talk to her, go after her or whatever. And also I thought that she expected Tony to be like, I thought we were not gonna get divorced, or I thought like this, I thought that, I thought like whatever. So like it felt like she was there maybe hoping for a different reaction from Tony, which she did not get. And the way that Tony speaks about Carmela in the session with Melfi is horrific. Like he said that she was he didn't use the word horny, I think. No, it was erotic. She wanted it bad or whatever. You were the one first, like you were the one pushing it.
She's like, poor girl, she didn't have anybody
literally,
but me.
Like it's so demeaning the way that he speaks to her. About her, it's so fucking demeaning. And tells you enough about how he thinks of the person that like he loves. You know? That like literally is the mother of his kids. That's how he speaks about her. I don't know, so like it was disappointing to see Carmela acting the way that she was acting. But again, it's not surprising considering, again, she has stayed married to this man for all these times. And that's also something that to me is like inconceivable. So like from the get-go, we cannot have like similar views or morals or whatever, you know. She went to the lawyers, and Tony listened to the advice of the guy in episode, what episode was that? 4 something. The one where they like had an all-out fight, or after that, I don't know. The guy that told him like call up every divorce lawyer because then no one can take her up, or all good divorce lawyers, and that's exactly what he has done.
And now she has a big problem.
Yeah, leaving her like literally no room, because whatever it says that he receives more, and like whatever he wants to think about is how like he is the one that like earned this money, you know, like his sweat is the one that earns your money first. Your sweat is not the one that earned this money. Other people's sweat is the thing that earned this money.
Blood.
And you are literally...
Other people's blood.
Literally, and you're the one that just collects. You're quite literally a leech of other people. First, there's that. Second, she has done everything else in your life. Quite literally everything else. Fed you, cleaned, raised your fucking kids. If that is not... like in the environment that they
a better
want.
job at something.
Wow. There's no better job. Like, you're raising your kid in this environment. There's no fucking better job. If you want to go by, you know, the standards that you wanted to work by, the like patriarchal, I make money and you stay home and like take care of the house. This is then a 50-50 operation. Anything you earn is hers. Because like she didn't earn to be able to stay at home, raise your fucking kids, and fucking clean after you, feed you all the fucking time. So like him again speaking to her in this manner, being like demeaning her for demanding what is hers. Again, like should she want this money that is blood money? She didn't have a problem with it before, so like why would she have a problem with it now?
I mean, he said something, she said something like, I want what is owed to me, and he said like, you're owed shit or something like that.
Yeah, which...
Such a provider. I mean, I completely agree with you, but like again, I'm not saying he doesn't love her, but like he doesn't love her. He doesn't love her how...
God, this is love.
Exactly.
I don't want it.
Exactly, that's what I want to say. He doesn't love her in a way that like a husband should love his wife or like his partner or whatever, you know?
No, like it's...
Like she's his property.
Yeah.
You know? And like, she cannot be the one who is divorcing him.
Yeah.
Because he can have hundreds different women. If she falls in love with one man, she did the same thing. If not worse.
So there was that bit. Then there was the whole bit with Meadow and her boyfriend. And that also was... I get whiplash sometimes with Meadow. Like, we don't see her that often. And so, like, you know, we see
sometimes
her...
we did see this. The second time we see that.
Because, like, when we see her briefly, when she's just passing by, I'm always like, she's doing so well and she's, like, applying herself. Then when we get more into it, like when we are with her for a while and you see the way that she speaks or whatever, she is Tony Soprano's daughter, like through and through.
That's what I want to say. Oh, and Carmela as well.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say, because like I'm guessing like we see her this attorney thing, and like she wants to go to medical school, and like you see her use these big words, and like she's around certain types of people, and like you think she turned her life around, but she like what I think the show wants to show is that she cannot escape her childhood and everything that she has been taught to, you know?
Yeah.
So like she was privileged. Everything was given to her on a platter.
Yeah.
You know, and she is spoiled, and she learned manipulation from her parents the best way, you know?
Yeah.
And like we see those, like even the way she talks about this man, about her father, about the job, you know, like she's, like you said, she said it like you hear Tony Soprano just like with bigger words, because like she is smarter, more educated than Tony ever was, you know?
But it's the same line. Like this boy is coming and like he is rightfully so horrified at what he saw. She is unfazed by it. Like she keeps saying, he is so sweet. Like she keeps saying this, like he is so sweet. Someone else is so fucking sweet. Her boyfriend then comes and says what he saw, and that is literally a genuine reason for concern from him that someone is gonna kill him here. She dismisses that completely, like doesn't want to believe, and like wants to fully believe in the reality, let's say, that was presented to her by her parents, even though she knows it's bullshit. Like when she's with them, when she's with her father, when she's with Carmela or whatever, she calls out their bullshit often.
Yeah.
Then when she's with someone else, she is bullshitting.
Yeah.
And then like again, it's kind of that she starts being a victim. Like this boy is scared for his life as well, and then like somehow this is turned around into something else.
Yeah.
And so like that was really unpleasant to see how far their influence, I mean of course their influence gonna travel to her parents, but like it really grabbed onto her. I don't know, like she had scenes with Carmela where she is like telling her, how can you be like so dependent on a man or whatever, in the same fucking breath like she keeps looking over to this guy in the same manner, you know? Like I think again, like much like the rest of the Sopranos, she does like to play victim, she likes to manipulate, she likes to talk about, and she has done this often. I think we already talked about this, and this is season 5, you know? Like she was, I don't, like at some point again, she had a boyfriend that was black. And so like she always stood up to Tony, who's very much racist. And like then afterwards, I think she was also working with, was it like people that cannot pay for legal counseling or whatever, you know, like she seems to understand,
she knows what
social,
she does know that.
social inequality.
Yeah.
And then when she's talking to someone, she will so easily say like something, like in this episode she said like, and they were African Americans or whatever, like as a way to use that as an attack. Like it always rubs me the wrong way, and she constantly does that. You know?
I mean, there was also another one scene in this episode where she talked about how other people have it on a pattern or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she found a job to her boyfriend in a second.
Yeah,
you know,
from
like
Tony.
Yeah, from Tony. She was like, "Then
you got everything."
Yes, like you don't know what my father had to do to get you that position.
Nothing.
Fucking manipulate.
Nothing. The boy barely survived that position. He literally barely fucking survived that position.
We're not sure yet, but like I think he did survive.
So far it looks like
and
he like did not know where to go with this argument that they were having, that he was like, let me propose, and she was like, oh my god, really? What a recipe for a great relationship. And again, they are very young, so like they have not, I'm gonna talk about Meadow because that's the person I'm talking about. Like she is not, you know, she's not mature necessarily, and so like all of these things can like come with age, and like she can learn and grow and everything. But like again, this is a show, so like I just think we're having like
not only that, but like again we see who her parents are, especially her father, you know. And again, I think that is gonna be the point that show is gonna want to make with her, you know. It's not gonna be how she managed to escape, because like when we think that for a second, the show slaps us back and puts us into reality, you know, like of a situation where like, yes, she did escape, meaning she's away from her parents. She has this boyfriend that like wants to study and be a dentist, you know, but at the same, and she knows a lot, is very educated, is around the smart people, and yet at the same time she knows what her father is doing and how wrong all these people and horrible are, you know. But like she's gonna defend them, and like she's gonna tomorrow manipulate that boyfriend.
I mean, she also everything she gets is from that. She's gonna protect that. And that's what she has been doing. Again, she stands up to them.
Just to them. Exactly.
Just to them. She doesn't have necessarily,
you know, around her, she stands up for them.
Again, she understands the morality of things, and she can spell it out for you. She's not gonna listen to it, though. You know, she's not gonna follow through with it. She's gonna
choose to not listen to it.
Yeah, and so like that's kind of where we are with her character.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I think that was pretty much it.
Yes. We're gonna now watch the next episode. Very excited.
Thank you so much
for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.